So Trump ass did this for Trump ass.
That's when he said he was going to go visit a special place, and he walked over here to the St. John's Church, something I've never seen him do. Walk out of the front door of the White House, and then come over here where he took pictures with his top aides. And now we're learning from sources and what they told my colleague Kevin Liptak that the president was frustrated by media coverage of how he had been rushed to the bunker underground the White House on Friday night as these protests were breaking out in front of the White House, and he wanted to be seen outside the gates of the White House today. And that is what played a part of a role in why the
We don't give a fuck
president made
about
the
you, dumbass
decision to
Trump.
leave the White House and walk over to this church here behind us, which of course now is raising so many questions after these peaceful protesters had been pushed out of the way with tear gas and forced off of a blocked street.
See, flexing his dumbass authority. Look at this. See this motherfucker just flexing this shit. Just because you're the president. Hey, peaceful people.
Caitlin, I want you to just stand by for me because we're looking at pictures, live pictures in Washington, D.C., where protesters are throwing rocks and they are getting in the face of our photojournalist who's on the scene there. I'm not exactly sure where this shot is. I know it is in D.C. You can see the Capitol in the foreground in the distance there. And I'm sure not too terribly far from
White House anymore.
I'm not sure not too terribly far from where you are, Caitlin, but not too terribly close either. But again, that's a scene in Washington, D.C. You can see the window there. As soon as they focus up, has been smashed. The window has been smashed. And we'll continue to follow these pictures. So, Caitlin, talk to me about the president's announcement threatening a military crackdown in states on the same day that he called governors weak.
Yeah, earlier he berated governors in that call, saying that they were weak, that they weren't doing enough to crack down on protesters who are turning violent, where it's becoming riots, where they are breaking windows of offices, lighting cars on fire, looting, things of that nature. And so he basically vowed in the Rose Garden that if governors don't do enough, he is going to get involved, and that means the military is going to get involved. And that's what he was threatening there in the Rose Garden earlier. The question is, how does that materialize? Earlier, we know he said he put the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff in charge, though later the press secretary did not elaborate on exactly what that meant. But basically, the president is threatening to invoke the Insurrection Act. And so what that looks like and whether or not this actually comes to where military force is used in the United States of America, something that, of course, is not typical unless you see like a hurricane or something of that nature. But that's what the president is threatening, and that was his message tonight as he came out to the Rose Garden. But what's notable is he's talking about the protests that are turning violent, the ones that are turning into riots. He said he's an ally of peaceful protest, but of course, Don, we saw what happened to the peaceful protest that was happening outside of the White House just a few hours ago.
Caitlin Collins joining us from Washington. Caitlin, stand by. If need be, we'll get back to you. Again, we're looking at pictures from Washington, D.C., and these are protesters who are violating the curfew. It's a shaky shot.
Yeah, so I'm back. I'm sorry, I had to go
This camera.
see about a drink.
Again, these are protesters who are out violating the curfew in D.C. The president saying earlier that obviously sending out members of the military, the National
What's up,
Guard,
people? How y'all doing?
force for these Americans who are out in the street.
What's going down?
Most of them peacefully protesting. Some of them, obviously, as you were seeing, breaking the law and damaging property as they should not be.
Donald Trump cleared out some peaceful protesters with tear gas and pepper spray and a few thousand cops because he wanted a photo out by a church. He didn't want to appear weak.
The tear gas has been fired into
Too late for that,
this small
Trump
crowd of
ass.
protesters. This is just north of the Capitol.
He already all week,
We'll keep our eye on this because I want to get to CNN senior legal analyst
Mr. President.
To weigh in on all of this. Good evening to you. I'm so glad that you could join us here.
People see us
The
weak.
president is threatening to invoke the Insurrection
He a
Act
weak ass person.
of 1807 if violence continues. What is this, and is this legal?
It's already
So, sometimes the president actually says things that are nonsensical and don't make any sense legally and there's no legal leg to stand on. That happened, for example, this past weekend when he said that in a tweet that he was going to designate Antifa as a terrorist organization. Anyone who knows anything about the prosecution of terrorism understands there's no legal mechanism for doing that. It doesn't change the way that federal prosecutors can do their job or the intelligence community can. No legal leg to stand on there, just a stunt and a bit of rhetoric in a tweet. On this, I said a lot of people are getting this
So,
wrong on social media.
see the drama you doing?
He does have a legal leg to stand on. Everyone understands that, generally speaking, in this country, we don't deploy military forces to enforce local laws. We don't like that. That's what they do in some other countries, and we're not that kind of a country. But we also provide for flexibility in our system. So
you're doing this crazy shit.
Circumstances, as provided for in the Insurrection Act, as you mentioned from 1807, that in certain limited circumstances, in certain conditions,
Crazy shit. Don't even know what you're talking
the
about.
president can call upon the military to enforce local laws. The last time it was used was 28 years ago in 1992, after the Rodney King incident situation in Los Angeles. And in that situation, local authorities asked for the federal government to come in. It was pinpointed, it was local, it was narrow, and it was targeted. It was for a limited time. There are two other
situations,
that allow a president of the United States to bring in the military if, for example, it's needed to put down what is called in the statute an insurrection or domestic violence, or in another circumstance, if federal or state laws are being stymied or or not being able to be enforced. That, in fact, was a provision that was used by President Eisenhower and President Kennedy back in the 50s and 60s.
But because
civil rights law. So
peaceful protesters out there
toxic, it may be,
doing the right thing.
it may be not smart,
You want to use your army?
but the president
And yeah,
does
don't
have
get me
some
wrong.
leg
You
to
got some
stand
people
on to call
guys
the
out there
military.
fucking
Although
up.
on the other hand, it's the kind of thing that he threatens all the time and doesn't necessarily follow through on.
This is not my video.
Our time is short. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. We need to continue to follow the breaking news here. This is the breaking news that's coming out of Washington and out of many states,
So he wants to
all
use
over the country.
military to do the police job.
Near the White House earlier, really disrupted by the President of the United States himself. We're watching these pictures. I'm told this is just north of the Capitol. We see folks on the ground who are defying the curfew orders of the District of Columbia, and they are on the streets after 10 p.m. Eastern, really after 9 p.m. Eastern. And there you see law enforcement out.
Yeah, people don't care. They out.
Trying to get these people off of the streets. We will continue to follow this breaking news and these images from cities all across the country. We're back right after a quick break.
Yeah, okay. People are not caring right now. They're doing their own thing.
Tonight, brought to you by Tractor Supply Company, providing pet food, animal feed, and gardening
They're doing
supplies.
whatever they want to
Out here, each new day
until they feel like they got their point
to
across.
enjoy what's around you, to take pride in your land, to fire up reasons to be together, to collect new memories,
Crazy.
and grow in fresh ways. With all that's changed, you've continued to live life out here.
Yeah, I'm eating while I'm on video.
So in more than 1,800 communities, we're here with everything you need to bring on the new day. Tractor Supply, everything you need for life out here.
With moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or
Doing my
Crohn's,
thing.
your plans can change in minutes. Your head wants to do one
Okay.
thing, but your gut says, not today. If your current treatment isn't working, ask your doctor about Entyvio.
Holla back.
Entyvio acts